Hello everyone, and this video is going to be about just pure poison dual blades. You will inflict as much poison as you possibly can for as long as you can. And of course, there are two main monsters that people think of when they think of, well, I guess more than two, but the two I mainly think of is Viper Toby Kadachi and Young Garuga. Now, Young Garuga's dual blades might look a little bit cooler than Viper Toby, but I like Toby Kadachi as a monster in general, and I think Viper Toby Kadachi is just a super cool monster. I really like the variant of Toby. I think it was pretty well done, and I like how much of a difference it is from regular Toby. Normally when they do a variant or a deviant of the monster, it doesn't change too much. It's mostly just stronger and it does an extra little bonus, but Viper Toby changes completely and it makes you have to play at least a tiny bit different. Like when it shoots its quills at you, normally you're not too worried about them, they don't do much damage, but if you get hit by them, you take venom damage instead of poison. Venom is an upgraded version of poison that monsters inflict, where it does more health damage per tick and it ticks faster. So of course, I went with Viper Toby Kadachi Blades over Young Garuga. Young Garuga might be better, I'm not entirely sure. I just went with Viper Toby because I prefer Viper Toby over Young Garuga. For the charm, I have the Master's Charm maxed out as far as it can go, so it brings us to Critical Eye level 5, which gives us 25% affinity. And as you can guess, for the dual blades, that is pretty huge. For the helmet, we have the Golden Headdress Alpha. This is regular Vajang's helmet. This is both for the weakness exploit as well as the handicraft, but in my opinion, the handicraft is a little bit more valuable, especially for dual blades, because you go through sharpness like crazy. Now, for the chest piece, I mostly have this for the tool specialist. The handicraft is nice, but it's only 1 point, but it still makes a difference. The tool specialist, as well as it being a Rathian piece of equipment, brings us 1 point closer to poison duration up, as well as tool specialist, which will work in tandem with, oh, hold on, where is it? The apothecary mantle, which increases the probability of triggering status buildup when attacking with the said weapons, which means your poison per hit goes up, so you inflict poison element a little bit more. Next we have the Tentacle Gloves Y, which is Arch Tempered Namael's gloves. This is mostly for the marathon runner, so when you have demon mode activated, you aren't burning through your stamina as fast, as well as the decoration slots are pretty good. Also, I forgot to mention that the Wrathheart Male Alpha is Pink Rathian's chest piece, not regular Rathian or Gold Rathian's chest piece. For the waist, we have the Wrathheart Coil B, which again is Pink Rathian's waist. This is mostly for the handicraft as well as the second point in the poison duration up, with 2 points of Rathian Essence. The duration that our poison lasts on monsters lasts longer, so obviously our poison will be ticking for more, so we'll get more damage mileage out of it. And lastly, for the Greaves, I found it a little ironic that the best Greaves to go for my poison build would be the Young Garuga Greaves B. This, of course, is from the monster Young Garuga. This is for the 2 points in Critical Eye, as well as the absolute amazing decoration slots it gives. For the decorations themselves, we have an attack jewel. This is of course for attack boost. We don't get much attack boost out of it, but when it comes to dual blades, you're mostly going for crit hits anyways. For the second point in the decorations, we have a point of poison attack. This just makes our poison build up a little bit faster, so we inflict poison more often. Next we have a critical boost jewel, which as always is a staple of most builds, and with this set, we end up with 60% affinity. I do have an affinity augment on these Viper Toby claws, so without the affinity boost, it would be, I think, 40%? 40, 45? I don't remember how much 1 point into affinity augment it gives. I want to say it's 20, but I could be wrong. And next we have another Venom Jewel, but this is a Venom Jewel Plus. This gives us +2 into poison attack, which brings us up to 3. This increases the poison buildup by 20% with an extra bonus flat 10. The next one we have an Agitator Jewel. This just means when the monster is enraged or angry at us, we get a +4 attack bonus and a +5% affinity bonus, which brings us from 60% to 65 when the monster is angry. Next we have a Sprinter and an Attack Boost Jewel. The Marathon Runner is obviously so we burn through stamina a little bit slower for the dual blades, and the Attack Boost is so we hit that much harder. Next we have a Stone Thrower and Attack Jewel. The Stone Thrower is for slinger capacity, which means when we pick up slinger ammo, we have more ammo in total, which means when you are using the dual blades, I don't remember what the move is called, but it's where you shoot the slinger ammo and you do a dodge. This just makes it so you could do that like 1 or 2 more times. And then obviously the attack boost is so we hit harder. Next we have an Evasion Jewel. This is for Evade Window. This is so when we are on top of the monster, which you always have to be with the dual blades, you have a little bit more safety in your rolls and your dodges, so you don't have to worry as much and you can keep up the offense. And the last one is, of course, again, another Evade Window. This just means, like the last one, we can stay on top of the monster and feel a little bit safer. And if you really want to get crazy with it, if you want to go for maximum poison as you physically can get, you equip your Palico with a poison weapon. The armor does not matter, but you get a poison weapon, whichever one you prefer. I went with the feline Pookie Horn just because I like my cat dressed as a Pookie for poison. I think it's ironic. And then you go the Mialatov cocktail. So the cocktail is very interesting in the fact that whatever weapon your Palico uses, the cocktail abilities are infused with the element or ailment that is equipped. So let's say you have the Feline Spectre Scepter from Black Veil Valhazak. Your cocktail moves will do dragon damage, and will I don't know if they inflict Elder Seal, but I know they inflict dragon damage. Or if you equip your cat with the Rim Guard Lance, it does ice damage. So the point of this is to equip it with a poison weapon so it inflicts more poison, thus afflicting the monster with poison that much more often. So that is the end of this build. This is just pure poison, as much poison as you can get, as often as you can get, for as long as you can get. I hope this build is fun for some of you. Ailments usually aren't too good or very meta, but I always like using poison every now and then, just because I like dots in games. I thank you all for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day, evening, or night, and I will see you all in the next one. Goodbye.